Welcome everybody. It's 7 o'clock on the 29th of January. And we're back. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. And basically, I'm going to be looking at DeepSeek more and more and more. It's just all DeepSeek all the time at the moment. But we have got a couple of other things that are sort of tangentially related. A couple of little things, bits and pieces. So first of all, thanks to everybody for joining. Let's see, we got Fernicar in the chat already. Battlecruiser operational, liked and subscribed. Thank you, Fernicar. And to everybody watching live or watching later, thanks for joining. First thing I like to mention is there's a join link in the description where you can join our Discord. We got lots of sections and stuff. I'm always putting up posts. We got a signals feed, all kinds of cool stuff. And a lot of the time I look at user submissions to get my tips. So, first things first, we are going to be doing a bit of Olama in the Comfy, which should be quite fun. But that's not where it ends. We still haven't even graduated to Open Web UI yet. We're still looking at command line, Olama, and I've got a decent list of models now, so we're going to have a little chat about that. Hello there, Full Dive Media. He says, hi, great, how are you doing? I'm doing great today, thanks. It's been a bit of a slow day, but I put it down to the antibiotics. I'm sure I'll be fine once I finish the course. And then Till Bill says, hi there. Hello. So yeah, obviously I've reloaded my open router because last time on 5 Below 5 we ran out of credits. Oh no! But that's because we were using an expensive model to showcase the difference between the values. It's like a 30x difference in cost. So I'll be using the distilled model from now on. But I wanted to look at the possibility of using the R1 1.5 billion, and all I've done is wrapped it with a simple instruction. You are an award-winning image prompt engineer who is also able to inject temporal contextual details when asked to generate video prompts. Okay, simple. And I called that one DeepSeek R1 Tiny, and it's based on the 1.5 billion Q4. So, what is art? I asked him. And remember, this is the smallest one, so anybody can run this. Look at that beefy output. Now, I appreciate you probably wouldn't use Comfy necessarily to to do this, but I wanted to point something out. Everyone's going on about DeepSeek, and the thing is that it will always output the thinking. Hang on a sec. Full Dive Media asks, I had a question. Can we use the unsecured R1 from LM Studio in OpenUI? I don't know what unsecured R1 means. You'll have to give me a bit more context. Maybe you can comment again. I just get the weights directly from Ollama at the moment. I'm just getting my weights from Ollama. And the thing is that, like, there's all these different versions. Like, I appreciate you can go to Hugging Face and get Jujuf, or you can get Safe Tensors, and then you just, you know, on the model file I showed, instead of saying from DeepSeek, you say from path to the Jujuf, or path to the folder with the Safe Tensors. Uncensored. You'll have to put a link in the Discord, my man, because I wasn't even aware that there was an uncensored version of R1 out. It says, Fernicar says, I bet art description didn't include AI. Let me have a look at this. But yeah, like I said, if you wanted to use a Jujuf file or a Safe Tensors, when you make your model file in Ollama, you just wrap it with the path to the file. It's pretty easy. Very cool system. Just scanning. It talks about the human connection and empathy a lot, and psychology. It doesn't say anything about AI, no. But then it didn't mention a brush either. Just being facetious. But yeah, so this is something we're going to take a look at. What's this? Is this my... Yeah, this is the result in Comfy from that response. Now, I've got something I was working on. I'm trying to find it, but I'll get back to that. So, another point. Wait for it. New albums that came out, Chromebase came out today. We're probably listening to a track off of it right now. Let me just find out. What's this? Purple Lane. Yeah, this is off the new album that came out today. What's playing? So there it is. I'm disappearing. Thanks everybody for coming along. We're going to have a great time. So we're just going to explore a whole bunch of different things tonight. Probably going to be some Comfy image stuff, maybe some video stuff, but mostly it's going to be edited DeepSeeks. Fernicar says, in fact, art should have a new adjective. Artificial art, artificial artist. It will be trendy. The problem is, it's like, it's still human controlled, isn't it? But I understand what you're saying. Fundamentally, a human is in control. So yeah, the thing I had a thought about with this, and I already made a start. No, not that one. No, not that one. Enhancing a DeepSeek Python script. Please create a Gradio for this. Hang on. Could have sworn I already did this. Because sometimes what happens is I get carried away and I go on talking about all kinds of other stuff. And then I'm like, so it's like really hard to not continue the conversation when he does something really good. Maybe I closed the conversation. Right. It was like splitting. Yeah, it's not here. Shocking live stream. Enhancing. Here we go. Extract thinking sections from text, right? So, I had this idea. And I think it'll work. I think it'll work. So, if I take this example piece of text, where is it? It's in comfy. Wrong comfy. This comfy. So if I take this whole section of text here, copy that. And this doesn't always work because he's so good that, anyway, but I'm sure you can like say something else like make sure it's a single line response, this is an image prompt, you can, all kinds of stuff. But I thought we'd start here anyway tonight, so Fernica asks, oh, hang on, I missed some stuff. Full Dive Media says it was on LM Studios library. Most of them are Jujuf and all of them, and in almost all kinds of versions. It would be nice to know which of the uncensored is good. We'll have to try and take a look. You tried to put the link on, right. Full Dive's going to put the link on the Discord for us. Thank you, mate, because like I said, I'd gladly go and check out some other Jujuf versions and see what they're like. Fernicar says, where do you get the time to do all this stuff? The honest question is, it's a fight for time even when you're full-time. I don't know. I guess I just have to put some effort in. If I put more effort in, I'd have even more time to do all this stuff, which is realistically what you got to do. But anyway, so we've copied the text. Alright. And for the sake of speed, I'm just gonna make a new text file and just call it DeepSeek R1.text. So it's just a typical output, the answer to what is art. It's really good. It's like being able to see all of his working. But anyway, what I did was I wrote a script which is in here somewhere called XML parser. Now, if I'm lucky, and I might be, I should be able to do cat DeepSeek R1.text. Am I doing this the right way round? Wait. Am I doing this the right way round? I think I'm doing this the right way round. We'll soon find out because it'll fail. XML-parser.py. I think I've done this wrong somehow. Yeah, I have to put like /. Whoa! What happened? It opened it in. Somehow it opened the file in. It opened the file in VS Code. That's not why it worked. That's not what it was supposed to do. Where's the terminal? Okay, no, that didn't work. So I screwed it up. I screwed up my Unix syntax. Oh well, it happens to the best of us, guys. The idea is to feed it through this. I guess I could just do like Python XML parser.py maybe. Input, yeah, okay. Alright. see, I already thought of this. See, I wanted it to have 2 modes of operation. One where I could just pass text through it, and another where I could do this, which is to load the file. Okay. Fernicar says, great tunes, nice radio. Thank you very much. You can find it all on 5below5.uk radio. Okay, so what have we just done? We took the input, and it says response content appended to response. Thinking content appended to thinking. So there might be some bugs because this is the first time I've run the script. But what we should have just gotten... Oh, I don't see an output thinking. Let's have a look and see what we got. I can see think. Ah, crap. It's not thinking, it's think. That's unreal. So let me have a look at my script real quick. Damn it. It's think, not thinking. Hopefully that cheap hack is enough to change the whole thing. I probably got confused because the variable name is thinking, but the actual tag is think. Unless sometimes it uses thinking and I just... If no think tags... Okay, I think I'll delete this so it doesn't but yeah, this is it's gonna work. I can feel it. And then I'll have to put in DeepSeek r1.txt again. And all I'm doing is just testing an append a parser that splits out the thinking into one file and the actual output to another file. That's all. Yeah, it worked. So response, that's the actual response, and that's the thinking. Can I not do that with these? What just happened? Right, so this is the thinking section, and that is the actual output, right? So this works. And what I'm thinking is, because this is a thing that DeepSeek does, make a filter node that works with the Ollama nodes, so then we can make sure that we don't get the think. So if we want it to make us a prompt, we only get the prompt, and not all of him going, oh, I think I need to make an image prompt. Oh, I think I should probably make a prompt that describes images with words. They should probably be good words that make sense, and so on. He's actually getting, here, look, let me show you some of this. I'll put it on the screen for a bit so you can, see what he's like. R1's actually pretty poetic and philosophical. He's pretty solid, actually. Yeah, I'll leave it up there for a sec. But essentially, yeah, we're going to do Claudage, make a node that essentially copies what that script does. So I'll get my XML parser, but I'm going to rename it to think parser. Fernicar says, seems you'll have to use custom node loops to run it till it ends thinking and completed the task. No, this is the thing. It always does this whenever you give it any task. And this is the cheapest model as well. This is the one that anybody can run, 1.1 gigabyte. But the point is, this is the answer. All that other stuff was it just thinking about it. But this is the actual answer here. And you can't turn the thinking off either. It's part of how it works. And it's quite funny. I'm sort of starting to think about these as ACE-enabled models, because they do adaptive capacity elicitation in the thinking section, which is what my... Anyway, it's irrelevant. The point is that this is the output here. So all I'm going to do is make a simple node that will pass the output so that you get two outputs, thinking and response. That's the plan. I don't know if it'll work, but if I base it on my prompt cleaner node, I think that Claude might be able to one-shot this. So this is how I want to show you how I set this up, okay? Because it's super easy. So I'm going to need two things for this. Now, obviously, you just saw me test my think parser, but I made that in another conversation. That was the first time I tested it. So in the first conversation, I made my little think parser and tested it in a command line, so I know it works. Not that command line, a different one. Okay, so I know this works. We just tested it. It works great. So it doesn't work as a pass-through Python, which was an experiment, but the function that deals with splitting the text in two, that's what we're going to use. So what I'll do is I'll set him up with a conversation. I'll say, this is a Python script. I wish I could do this with my other tool and just talk into Whisper and have it just paste, but we'll get there one day. We'll get there. We'll have all of our tools working, but we still got to type. So this is a Python script which takes reads text, and if it finds text, yeah, let's be very verbose about this, which starts with think and ends before think, XML tags, it will be separated as thinking text. The remaining text should be considered response text. Okay, so this is a Python script which reads text, because the reason I'm being vague there is because I want to adapt this, so I don't want it to include a load of code about loading files and all this sort of stuff. So I didn't say it opens a file, I didn't say it inputs, and I'm trying to be careful about the language I'm using. But essentially, I'm saying this is a Python script which reads text, and if it finds text which starts with think and ends with think, it will be separated as thinking text. The remaining text will be considered response text. This script, I will say this script can load, I will say it here, can load text files, and it is capable of saving the two outputs as separate text files. Okay, I'm just going to do it like that because I don't want it to pay too much attention to it, but I do need it to understand it. And then what I'll do is I'll immediately run to my repo, and I will go to my workflows, think workflows will have it, or is it nodes? No, it's nodes. I need nodes. It's probably just a different tab. Yeah, here we go. Right, go by name, and it'll be the prompt stuff. Because I've got nodes that have text in, text out, which is what I'm essentially looking at. Prompt cleaner. I drop prompt. I misclicked. There. Okay. And now I'll say this is prompt cleaner.py. A custom node for Comfy UI. It will take an input text string and then, according to its function, remove words that the user might specify. Then output will be the edited string in the same format as the input. Okay. Now I gotta get on with the task while I've still got the ball in the air. I've got to juggle. So, what was it? I need to create a new custom node called ThinkSeek. We could call it ThinkSeeker because it is just for this. It's not really meant to be like anything crazy. It's literally just to split the thinking out. Okay. It will use the function of the, what do I call it? Think parser. Think parser.py. That's a terrible file name. Does it really have a dash in it? Thanks, mate. It's an illegal file name. It will use the function of the think parser script to read the input of the input string, input text string, and look for text wrapped in the think XML tags. Then we have two text outputs. One for the thinking text, the other for the response text. Yeah. Do I have to spell it out to him, do you think? Should we do it just to be safe? I'll just say, following the function of think parser, the text identified inside the think XML will be output as thinking text. I was spelling it out like 3 times, while the remaining text will be output as response text. In the case where no thinking text is identified, just say found, is found output empty string to thinking. Okay, and then I guess you should use prompt cleaner .py as the template for the node. Yeah, as the template. Let's see how he does. Okay. Fernicar says, a load of stuff. It seems you will have to use custom node loops to run till it ends thinking and complete the task. Oh yeah, I read that already, sorry. I think the node you're creating is named exact string input think, then think. Fernicar, exact string, extract the desired content from the input string. Substring will return the content between the first occurrence of start string and end string. Oh yeah, where's that? I've never seen that before. You might well be right. This might even break anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit of fun. Just shows the basic process. So you get the code. We've got the code. Because it's based on one of my templates, it'll work in a way where I think you can drop it into the main custom nodes folder, or you can use it with an init like I do in the main folder. So I just change the name so it matches, and then I'll go back to my init. And then we'll change this to Think Seeker. There. So we'll give it a quick restart. And of course, the reason I'm looking at the tiny model tonight is because then we can still run comfy and do all that good stuff. So you can get, you can have both for projects that require it, which is why I'm looking into that. There's all kinds of things you could generate text for. It's in LLM Party. I haven't got LLM Party yet. Alright, well, like I said, if we find a better version of something, I just won't use my node anymore. But I hope it, for anybody watching that hasn't already seen me do this 20, 30 times, I thought it would be a useful thing to see. Because, look, it might not work. But if it does, well, hey. Let's see how broken it is, shall we? What is tart? Ooh, wait. It works straight out the box. Okay, cool. I'm glad, because it is just a bit of string manipulation. I'd be a bit worried if I... Now, there are a couple of extra bits and pieces which I wanted to add to this. For example, I was reading up on the website, and when I looked at the model, I got the model file in here somewhere. Here it is. What the heck? This needs to be reloaded. Oh, that's not. That's just the date, mate. That's annoying, isn't it? Okay, so there's parameters like, I mean, I'm not sure exactly, but I think it goes something like this. Seed, you know, 8, right? So it's, look, I haven't done much, I haven't done any testing on this yet, but I hope to. But it seems like there's determinism, which is very interesting. Lots of stuff you can do with that. Obviously, I can't show you that right now, right here, because I'd have to go out, recook the model. Well, to be honest, would it really take that long? Nope. So let's see. I'll go seed 8. It's got the same. It's got the same base prompt, yeah. Okay, so hang on. Where's my? Where is he? There. Yeah, I think. Yeah, there we go. But wait, which model file is it? I want to make sure I'm... My tools test. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Save it. There we go. Tiny, and then I'll go S8. So I can tell. That's the one. And let's just run it. Okay. And then, do I have to reload Comfy to get it? Because there should be a new one on the list. Or can I just... Uh-oh. That's not looking good, so yeah, we have to restart. Yeah, we'll have to check out LLM Party as well. That sounds like a good idea. Fernicar, LLM Party functions extract string. Apolloni Art says, hey Drift, welcome, welcome. So yeah, what we're doing is we're just exploring the bridge between Comfy UI and Ollama. Obviously we've got the VS Code, we've got the client, I got a new client extension I want to check out. All that comes later. So what we did, what is cart? And so what it's going to do is it's going to talk to Tiny S8, which is my seed 8 version, maybe. Now you can look at these two files. Okay, and that would contain the thinking. Oh my god. Holy sheesh. And remember, this is the smallest model. That's the smallest model, right? And then there's your answer. So obviously here we just have both answers in one output. That's all that's going on, okay? And all I've done is I wrote that with Comfy just now. Not Comfy. I wrote that with Claude just now. And it's gonna talk about it. Cart is a powerful tool for automating video production. What? Are you making this up? I need to look this up. Car AI video editor. I think he's making it up. Nope. Oh, I mean, I think he made it up. I think he just made it up. I said, what is cart? And he just said, oh, it's an AI video editing work thing. All right, let's ask him something more reasonable. Generate. No, wait. Generate video prompts for landscapes. Landscapes. This is very bad. But let's go with laziness and see where we go, where we get. He likes to say this. I've seen that a couple of times. Stuff like something like this. This captures the essence of peace and grace in nature, evoking feelings of tranquility and awe. So there's your video prompt. I mean, it's not small. This is the funny thing. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to like bring that down a bit so we can get it on the screen here. So, because like I said, this is the smallest 1 billion, 1.5 billion parameter version of DeepSeek that we're looking at. So this is like, you know, you could run this at the same time as Comfy and not even know it was running. So you could use it for all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm sure there's other ways of doing what we're doing, but... So it thinks about whatever it was that we told it to do. Oh, interestingly, there is another a V2. Well, that's interesting. There's Generate V2, which I haven't used. I was just looking for the one that said System Prompt, which I found, but it's got a whole bunch of extra stuff that I don't need. Because this one just gives you a prompt. But there are other ones. Is it this one? Generate Advance? I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. So, like... Look, you are an expert, gracefully acknowledging... Right, so let's see if this overrides the existing prompt. Because remember, there's a message on the model. And I think it does override it, which is good. Because that means I don't have to... Because to be honest, it's cool that you can, you know, bake a system prompt in, right? But I wouldn't use it for a task like that. I think it's better to use it for, like, character type stuff. But yeah, especially if you can just, you know, if you can just add it in as part of the prompt, because then I could be like, oh, you're an HTML expert, describing your knowledge in HTML. And ask him again. What do we get? Whoa, the web developer gave a way more nuanced answer. Nothing that actually relates to web development though. So I'm going to say, can you show me artistic HTML? Remember, this is the smallest one. The smallest one that runs for free on your computer. Okay? Here we go. It gave us something. Oh boy. Right. So then I'm just going to... Remember, it's super easy. You just have a folder. Make a new text document. Doesn't matter. Paste it in there. Save as. Make sure you check all files. And just call it, I don't know, test. What are we working with today? DeepSeek. Test DeepSeek1.html. Okay, and that will remain empty for the next time you need to scrabble something down. And we can run this. Oh, what's this? This is artistic. Should we just tell him to make it more artistic? No, because wait, this isn't a conversation, is it? This is just a 1-2. But still, the point is we got some code out of there, which is kind of crazy. You know, I'm not used to getting full HTML out of Comfy. It's crazy. Wait, the style section is crucial. Let me know if you want more detail. Show me even more artistic HTML. But again, we can also manipulate the temperature and things like that, so we could probably make him a little more unhinged if we mess around with these numbers. I'm not going to, because I kind of like the fact that we're getting such stable responses. So what's this? Static artwork, dynamic animation. Wait, hang on, he's given me a whole bunch of them now. Alright, well, let's try one of these. Again, this is why I like this method, because I can just double click, save as, give it a name, ds2.html, and remember, all files. There we go, we got another one in the bag. What's it look like? Animated fish, place cursor on start. Start? Oh no, there's no start button. This is funny. So wait, where's the start button? Hang on, what's he messed up? Can anybody spot it? Place cursor on start button, video autoplay ID animated fish. What? Well, that's not gonna work. We haven't got one. I mean, he's doing stuff here. I don't know. Fish panel. Move the fish with your mouse. It's got the right idea though. I just can't believe it. And the thing is, like I said, let's say I wanted to use a slightly bigger one. So let's say I wanted to use WebDev for this task. Let's see, it might take a second to swap the models over. And remember, I'm not telling you like go and do web dev code, and because don't do that. I'm just exploring what's going on here. Like I said, I could have a save node running, and I could be saving the think stuff. Yeah, but instead, you know, and then you can output the response wherever else it needs to go. So what have we got here? Animated buttons. Wait, why is there wow, there's like, okay, so this is the web page and everything else is script basically. Okay, may as well check it out, because that was all the last one that we made was with the 1 billion or 1.5 billion, so it's only really good for like text generation. I wouldn't do code with it. This is the point I'm trying to get to. Wow, click me, click me, click me, click. What does it do? I don't know what it does. What it needs is a timer counting down as well, so you're like frantically trying to figure out what the hell am I supposed to do. Okay. Generate video for landscapes. How about that? And then of course you are a video prompt expert in generative video. It feels almost unfair. So let's have a look. NC17Z says it'll be so cool when we can build PDF and RAG these models. I think you can, but you just have to use Open Web UI, right? Or maybe write it in LangChain with Claude. That's something I've been thinking about. but I've never used it. Fernicar says, side note, there is an LLM party node called Story JSON Tool. Interact with JSON files in the file folder to achieve text-based interactive games. So that might be something like that. Like I said, I'm just poking around with the, just so you know which one it is that I'm using, because there's a whole bunch of them as well. The one I'm using at the moment is the Comfy Olama by StabSap, or Stabs AP, I don't know how you say it, but I'm using this one. I'm not saying this is the best one or anything like that, it's just the one I'm using, okay? There are many of them. I just wanted to know exactly which one it is I'm using. This node is totally useless without the fact that DeepSeek always outputs in think tags. So, but what it does do is it gives you an effective way to separate those two things, which I think is super useful. Like, I've been using it in everything I've been building on DeepSeek has some kind of think splitter. I know it's an easy thing. There's lots of ways you can do it. I chose to use the tags and then took out what was inside of it and then left what remains goes here. And this is the bit where it's sort of like a bit rough, right? So he's putting everything, I think this is MD format. Let me just double check this because I needed to check this. If I go to the test folder, yeah, here we are. Where's my empty? There it is. If I paste that in, and let's say I just replace the thing that he said there with title, like that. Save as. And what would we call it? We'd call it like DeepSeek response. I say .md, and then I got to find something that will read MDs. Because wait, is it MD or is it HTML? It's got some weird markup. If you look at it, it's a weird markup language. I caught it doing weird stuff. Right, let's have a look and see what it does in brackets. You can't preview it. I thought there was a preview in brackets, or like a highlight for .md, but it just did the title, nothing else. Because that's like bold, that's a bullet point. It's all in an ordered list. Like here, if I take it into Discord right now and just do it like this, I'm going to delete this post, but look, it's in Discord markup already for a bullet point list with an ordered list with bold text. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's like I put the title in, but yeah. So why not pass it into I did ask it, and do you know what the funny thing was? It just did the same prompt again. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave it there. But it's almost like I don't need it to be in a list. I don't need any markup. I just need prompts. So let's try altering the original prompt, right? Because he can do complex instructions, right? So when formatting the prompts, do not use numbered or ordered lists. Each prompt should use a single line. What else? There should be no empty lines. There should be no markup or special characters. Just keep it super simple, right? see how he goes with that, because he'll think about all of that. It's like the question, this much. Then rules. Can we not make this bigger? It's tiny. I bet you can't. Oh wait, you can. Thank God. Let's bring it down to here. So we're using 8 billion web dev now. We're not using the small version. But I'm overriding the system prompt because you can. So now he's a video prompt expert. You know, he's not. Basically, it overrides the prompt I had in the model file. Okay. Oh, so close. It still made an ordered list. So but it's closer though. It's much closer. The output is much closer. So maybe just give it some more rules. I already did that though. There should be no empty lines. When formatting prompts, do not use numbered or ordered lists. I'll just say do not use lists. Because maybe by mentioning the two things, it got his knickers in a twist there. I don't know. Because the thing is, right? Ah, oh, it's a shame. It's still got a number. Formatting the prompts. Each prompt should use a single complete line. Do not use numbered lists. I swear I already asked him this. Yeah, I think I already asked him that. Yeah, you can't. He doesn't. He's like, nah, I'm doing an ordered list and you can just go take a jump. It's not a very good video prompt either, but that's not my concern right now. Generate video prompts for landscapes based on nothing. The prompt list format must adhere to rules. Each prompt uses no empty lines, no markup or special characters. Do not use an ordered list. Do not use. I'll just say no ordered. No ordered lists. Ordered. I'm going mad. Oh! Now this is something I can work with. Let's see if it works. I've never tried it with a single character before. I've never tried it. It's like silly, really. But if it works, you know, just get rid of that hyphen and... Oh! Damn, we got numbers back again. Now everything's on a single line. Ah, well, looks like it varies between... The response varies. Sure, here are some video prompts. It's gone back to doing it a different way. Wait, what? Oh, wow. So he actually did it once and then he was like, these are too similar. I'll do it again. I mean, these aren't great video prompts, okay? There's not really much in the way of what I would call a temporal reference. I mean, some of it's implied. Do you know what I mean? Some of it's implied by the location or the time of day. Is that deterministic feature available? Yeah, you can activate it by... Well, I think you can. Hang on, let me just show you what I did earlier. So, what I did was I went to my model file. And as a matter of fact, I might stop doing the... where is it? There it is. I might stop doing the system prompts thing. Because if you can override it anyway, it's kind of pointless to wrap that in. But there's other things like the context window, which I know you can also change, and the seed, which I know you can also change. But when I'm trying to get like a quick response from a command line, determinism is something that's preferential, right? This doesn't really matter. So what I might do now, do you have to have the system prompt, or like can I just do that? That's probably why he was crapping himself. I'm just going to say you are a masterful assistant with a deep and wide skill set. There you go, mate. You're a G. Oh, and then what was the name of the model I need to do? Slash list. Oh, it's already there. So 8B. Just do 8B. 8B was super fast, which is what I like. I just wanted to test out the 1.5 today because it's tiny and I think that anybody can run it. And to be honest, the outputs I get from it are still good. It makes the occasional mistake, but it's running on your computer. I don't know what to say, you know? So yeah, we saved this model here. So now it's going to build a model file using the 8B. I say bye-bye. And make another one, and it's going to use the model file which is currently referencing thing. So basically I'll just say 8BS8 because this is what I've, you know, I've put it into seed mode. Yeah, DJZ to DeepSeek. Yeah, Fernicar. You are a masterful assistant with a deep and wide skill set. That's, yeah. I'll take a look at Discord in just a sec. Okay, so we've got our new model, right? So obviously the first thing we want to do is just make sure it runs. So I'll just immediately run. And I'll say, one day I should say, what is the capital of Paris? And yeah, let's do it today. We'll see if we can see what he says. What's the capital of Paris? It's P, isn't it? That's a good answer. Let's find a riddle for him. Let's see how smart you really are. Right. Let's see what he says. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. So let's see what he said. Did he get the answer? The riddle was, what has to be broken before you can use it? Okay, so let's just make this a little bit longer so you can... He thinks it's got something to do with the capital of France. Okay, so first lesson is clear the memory. Okay, let's try him again. I'll try a different one, right? What month of the year has 28 days? I bet he'll go February. Silence. Silence. Let me just double check and miss people's comments out. NC17, how about examples? Full Dive Media, I put some models. It's Fernicard, DJZ. In Discord, Fernicard, DeepSeek to DJZ. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. NC17, I've noticed that you can add embeddings via the context input and output. Aren't embeddings nothing more than a form of text files? I think so, NC17. I think so. I think that is pretty much what it is, but I haven't looked at it, so I don't know for sure. But certainly we looked at how to do that with the command line, passing files into the prompt. We looked at that. Okay. So the answer is actually all of them. All of them have 28 days. Okay. How about this? Clear it out. Go, what is full of holes but still holds water? A colander? Doesn't really hold water though. The answer is a sponge. Okay, well that's cute, but I think it works. So then what I do is I check over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart Comfy. But yeah, like I said, I'm interested at how Comfy is handling it, because also the insight on how these nodes are written could offer me some instruction on how to use it for other things. NC17 said, I have missed part of the stream. How did you remove the think portions? Okay, so basically I wrote... Oi! I was talking here. I wrote think tag seeker, which is a very simple custom node. Where is it? Think seeker. It should be here. And what it does is it searches for text. It's just a parser that searches for the think tag. That's all. So the node outputs the... Yeah. Because I wrote a Python script that created a file called thinking output and response output, and every time Olama DeepSeek was responding, I was basically funneling the output into two files, and then I'm only looking at the response, because it's nice, don't get me wrong, the thinking is really cool and useful, but yeah, so that's what I did. Nothing, no tricks. It's just a parser that looks for the tag, because it's part of the base model. It's always there. And then, of course, you end up with these two outputs, the thinking section and the actual output section. So that's what it was. It was just based on another node. I've got a Python, like a script version of it, you know, which does basically the same thing. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. It's called it's called thinkparser.py. All of this stuff will be up on the GitHub soon enough. But you'll probably see the think tag seeker up on my DJZ nodes first, to be honest. Because like I said, it was something useful. It's a shame. What I would have liked to do, I don't know how to do custom labels. Otherwise it wouldn't say string, it would say, like, you know, thinking and response, but I don't know how to do that yet. These sorts of things are like, I'm not sure. I'd have to like look at, yeah. I could probably figure it out. I just haven't tried, let's be honest. Alright. So I think for the purposes of prompt generation, things are going to get a lot easier soon. We'll be able to do it all we'll do it in, because this is what I'm thinking. Up until now, we've had to do prompt generation with various different ways, right? But now we've got a new way opening up, which is to use DeepSeek R1 Tiny, like I said, which is really, really tiny. Or, you know, you could use, wait, have I refresh the page? Okay. Did I mess something up here? No, there it is. 8B-S8. Then we got the tiny S8 and the 8B-S8. And they should both be on the same seed. I don't even know. Generate video prompts for your favorite cat. Let's see how it does with chaining. Do you know what I mean? Annoy you. I just want to see how they shape up. Same prompt. I mean, look, I don't even know if it even works this way. It probably doesn't, but let's see what happens. NC17 says, since your last stream, I've managed to get VS Code up and running with Klein and OpenRoot are having a blast. Managed to mangle code and have Claude Sonnet fix it. Yes, excellent. I'm so glad to hear it, NC. This is exactly what I've been trying to... It's funny, it feels like I've been trying to... I've been trying to showcase this for at least a year. And it never really got off the ground until we finally got this local model. Because I still fix stuff with Claude in the cloud as well. If I can't get it to work on local, I just show it to the cloud. But you save so much on if you had to do it 100% there. You know, you save so much time with all the mundane stuff, and you also save a lot of time on the head scratching stuff too. So I'm all for it. You know. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Wait. That's really interesting. Look at that. What? Cute black tabby cat with friendly personality. Just need a catchy line that reflects all those feelings. What's that? And then over here with the 8 billion version, completely different answer. We get we get 10 cat prompts. So that's interesting to me. I mean, look, It's not a fair test, is it? I was using a different loader, belter loader. So put that there. I just got to set this up again. Oh my god, why is it? There we go. I was using the basic generator, which has less parameters. So, you know, it's not really a fair comparison. Let me just do this one again. So they're both on seed 8, by the way. If that even is being honoured, I don't know. As a matter of fact, hang on, there's seed controls here. That will overwrite it. So, and they were on the same seed, so it would have been fair. But let's just make it super fair. We're on same seed. So that means I don't even need to wrap the seed 8. You don't even need to wrap anything in a parameter. If somebody's doing the code right, they're hooking into all the parameters anyway. Okay, so... So this one here is the... This is what I wanted to try and point out. Let's just put that there. Move that along. So this one is the 1.5 billion. And this one here is the 8 billion, right? You see that? So the 8 billion did 10 prompts. The 1.5 billion did 8 prompts, and these are a bit shorter, I guess. Now you've got to remember, I gave it a bunch of rules. Single line, no empty lines, no markup or special characters. I did say no ordered lists, but it ignored me. I can't get rid of the ordered list at the moment. At one point I managed to make it into a bunch of hyphens, and then I used a string tool to take away the hyphens, and then it all turned into one continuous line. So sometimes you ask for too much. Think reasoning, great way to learn by your mistakes. Yeah, see, what a lot of people are doing is they're just to give you the rundown, if you are in Klein and you want it to do something, you do planning section with DeepSeek local or the cheap API, and then you do, once it's done the planning, you switch over to act mode, but you change it over to Claude. That's what everybody's doing to get the best success at the moment. So, but yeah, the point I was trying to get to was that there's not that much difference. I mean, do you know what I think we should do? Yeah, I got an idea here. I got an idea. Let's set it up standardized. Standardized like. Okay, so at the bottom we have 14 billion pirate mode. 14 Q8. That's 16 gigs, but it might be slow. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to have a DeepSeek garden. And I think we'll start with 32 billion at the bottom. And then 14 billion. We'll go with Q4. I don't want to confuse things, because they're all Q4 if I do them all the same. If I put like one Q8 in there, it'll makes it hard to figure out, but we'll figure it out. So we'll say 8B, and we want another one. Now I think there's another one. I think there's a 7 billion as well that sits between 8 and 1.5, but I haven't got that right now, so I'm just going to use the 1.5. Matter of fact, to keep it even cleaner, I'm not going to use the Quen distill. So 32B. Do I have straight 14B? Oh man, do I have to get that? Because technically, I think Quen distill is different. Well, look, I know that the default ones are Q4 KM, I think. Let's just double check that before we start testing here. So if you're on olama.com, obviously you can come and click on all of these. If I go onto there, Q4 KM, Quen 2, right? 14B, Q4, yeah, Quen 2, 14.8. So the one I picked up was the 14B Q4 distill. There it is. And I got this one as well, because they're a little bit smaller at 9 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes. But that's obviously a Q4, so that's fine. Okay, I think it's going to be as fair as I can make it without, like, downloading another 58 gigabytes of data. Alright. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Alright. So. What did we disable here? Prompt cleaner. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. So they're all the same. They're all on fixed seed. All they do is load 1.5 billion, 8 billion, the 14 billion, which this one is a Quen distill, and then the 32 billion. And, like, you know, I'm not gonna pretend, wait, but they are on fixed seed, so I mean, I don't know, I've done everything I can according to what's here. So now it's going to go through the process, and lucky for us it's doing the big one first, so this one will take a while. One thing I did notice about 32 billion is it overloads. So even though it's a 20 gigabyte model, you start dipping into that shared GPU memory and everything takes a huge performance dive. So big parameter takes longer, which is something, you know, more parameters equals more slower is the experience I've been having. Yeah, I'd be more interested. Yeah, I do want to check out the Jujuf versions. So while it's doing this, while it's chugging away, oh, look at that, it's actually done it. So this is what you're getting from 32 billion, right? Not bad. Not great, but not bad. I mean, is there anything there that's like standing out as not making any sense? Everything seems pretty contextually clean, I think. These are all fine. Do you know what I mean? If I was running these through LTX right now, which I wouldn't be able to because it's a 20 gigabyte model, but whatever. Maybe I could do one thing first and then, like, maybe I could do, like, you know, like clear memory and then start generating images with this list. I don't know. I'd probably just go save list, save text, and then, yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Okay, so that's his thinking. So the next one is the 14 billion. So the 14 billion has given us something else. I mean, they're okay, but they're very short. Remember, I've given it almost no guidance on how to do. All I said is include temporal details, so some reference to time or motion or something like that. which is what it's doing. It is, you know, movement. It's all movement. Everything here is movement as far as I can see. I mean, maybe this one isn't so, but it's probably like stretching around and stuff. But no ordered list, interestingly. Up to the 8 billion. The 8 billion is actually giving really detailed prompts out. You can see that. I don't know if they're too crazy, but, you know. And then, again, this is the 1.5. It's not useless. This is still useful. That's a bit weird, though. I asked for cats. What? No, this is... Do you know what? I am starting to see a few signs here and there. Look, a lively chit-chat moment between the viewer and the cat. Yeah, every other prompt is bad, actually. And then when I look deeper, a cat jumping off the trampoline. The cat making a soft noise. Yeah, this is not good, actually. So that makes me think 1.5b maybe no good for some things. Maybe I need to adjust this, though, to be fair. Remember, I haven't adjusted anything. That's a good point to keep in mind. Text or JSON, yeah. So it looks like it's a choice, really, between 8 bill and 14 bill. So let's take a look at what people have been dropping links for me to check out. Oh. Distill Quen, Madamaka, Raidamaker. So what's he done? Ooh, he's released 2-bit models. Oh boy. Uncensored juffs. I can't read the file names because my window's too narrow. I'm gonna have to go full screen. Still can't read it. Extra small. That's 14 billion. 14. This is all 14 billion, right? Yeah. What the heck is... Right. What's I1 Jujuff versus Jujuff? I've never heard of the difference. Oh no, there's even more. 32 billion uncensored Jujuff. Q3, Q4, Q5. So here's the 32 billion. There are more. Yeah, I know. I can see that. I can see that. There's more of them. So I'm interested in 32 billion Q2. Because somebody told me that Q2 is actually pretty good. So I'd like to check that out. So that's something I got to grab. And then obviously the 14 billion is smaller. So it'll run faster. So I'm interested in the 14 billion also. But I don't know which Q2 to get. There's Q2, 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 Q. See, there's like a Q2M, which is like not as big as the rest of them or something. I don't know. Also, this is the i1 thing. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know what that is. I know you linked this one, though. So I think this one should be good. So, yeah. Here we go. Look, so... Fast, best quality, is the Q8 at 15. So that's probably... It's either that one or this one. Yeah, I think it's this one, the Q4M. Jijuf Q4M. Because that's basically what I'm already running, but you're saying this is uncensored. Whatever that means. I don't even know what this... You know what I mean? It's like the stuff I type into my LLMs is clearly milk toast or something. It's funny. But I am interested to know the accuracy of the 6GB version. Again, what's the Q2 like? What was the Q2 like on this side? I forgot. 12GB. Still pretty big. I think you'll get away with it. It's just inside the headroom. I'm trying to leave myself 10GB of headroom for actually running the LLM. I know people go, oh, you can just use your RAM. Yeah, but it gets slow though. So we're trying to avoid that. But yeah, I'm not going to grab that. Oh, I'm already grabbing that, I should say. I was thinking about this one. I'll get this one another time. Because I would like to see what this uncensored business is about. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to... I don't know how you're supposed to prove that. Probably what? Tell him to say something naughty. Tee-hee-hee. I don't know what exactly has been censored in this model. I don't know. Like, there's a certain square with tanks that shall not be named. You know? Is it that sort of stuff? So what's this? Comparing lower quality quant types. Lower is better. So Q40. They're all around the same sort of ballpark. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so people are saying that maybe Q3 is worth a shot? I'm not sure exactly, but that seems to be what this is implying, isn't it? Anyway, we'll find out. So yeah, there's 3-bit quantization, which is even says lower quality there though, which makes me be like, well, if that one KM is lower quality, surely doesn't that mean this isn't going to be good? It's not going to be good. I don't even know. And what's this iMatrix stuff? Ah, yeah, here we go. So that was the other things, I think, in the pack. So the IQ... Right, okay, I think I figured it out. All of those other ones are around the same ballpark as the Q2s and the Q3s. So really you need to be over here. But there is one though. What's that? Does that say IO4XS? IQ4XS? I'm not sure. This one. IQ4XS. This one looks like it's pretty good. So it might be worth checking that out. But I don't know what it is. Like, I wish there was more information. Quantized. This model. It's like clothes sizes. Yeah. I can understand that. But yeah, IQ, that's like a different, it's like slightly different. I've never heard of it. But you can see, I mean, it says here, lower is better. So, do you know what I mean? I can only imagine that as they went through, look, extra small. That's going to be the very, very smallest. Because it's always interesting to see what these hyper squashed models can do. Even though usually it's a little lackluster compared to what we're used to. It's still nice to see it. And this isn't that squashed. It's like 8.3. They're just trying to make it fit. How are we looking on the download? Okay, so we're going to get some system locks soon because we're going to start getting my Q2 32 billion. And then we've got the 14 billion. Coming through. Did I get the Q8 or did I get the normal one? Yeah, I got the normal one. Just see what it's like uncensored. Whatever the hell that means. I'd laugh if breaking the censorship broke the model's intelligence. You know what I mean? So it turns out it's the censorship that makes it smart. That would be ironic. So you've got to censor the model more. That's how it gets smarter. Weighted eye matrix quants. See, I've never heard of that term before. Maybe I'm just... See, I do static quants. Nico Boss. And then we can have fun making a guff. Alright. Oh yeah, just in case you were wondering, guys, I didn't forget. I updated my comfy today. And, where is it? I updated my comfy today. And it still doesn't work. When you try to run it, it just crashes comfy. So I'm gonna wait a little while on the Janus. Apparently it's a really good image model. I've seen some really nice outputs. I don't know whether to believe them because I haven't been able to test it myself, but I've seen some nice inputs. It's got built-in image understanding, and it's all in one. So you get your, you get your vision model in your model. It's very tidy. Yeah. And here is an example of image to image, but image to text to image, if that makes sense, because we're doing, like a Florence, I guess. And I was hoping this would be an alternative to Florence for just the understanding section. Unfortunately, and I don't even know how this has got anything written in it, probably from the default default workflow. But the point I'm trying to make is it just crashes still. So I'm just going to keep updating comfy until it works. Okay. Oh llama. With the think tag seeker. There's another one with the think tags. Okay, right, so we're back. Why does that one look different than all the rest? Oh, anyway, so I think we've downloaded one of the models now. We've got Distill Quen 32BQ. So we've got the first one. So question is, where the hell do you even put them? That's a really good question. Where does Ollama model go? I mean, I think it goes anywhere you want because you can just use a path in the model file. So, I guess I'll put them on this SSD. Oh wait, hang on. Ollama. Oh well, that's not it. Right, I'm just going to make a folder called GGUF, and then I'll just put them in there because it's easy, and maybe I'll be able to find them one day in the future. Maybe. So let's just take that and put it here. Or is it going to take half an hour? Probably. And then I guess I'd better start studying for my new model file. So, bada bee, bada boom, bada boom, bada ba, bada bee. So yeah, what I need to do is say the name and the path of that file. So that would be, and I've never done this. This will be fun, a bit of fun for me. So GGUF, and then what's the name of this thing? Oh my god, that's a long file name. Isn't that a long file name? Like that. 32BQ2. It's crazy. They go to users.u.olama or username olama models. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the links. 70 billion down to 19 gig. I wonder how it performs against the 19 gigabyte 32-bit version. That's what I was thinking. You know? I also want to see the 70 billion. No, wait. I already looked it up. There is a 70 billion Q2. The Q1 is smaller. I'm not sure about Q2, mate. I mean, I think... I don't think that Q1 is going to be advantageous, shall we say. It depends. If it's fast, then you get away with it. I don't know. It's such a hard one. You've really got to make a balance between quality, speed, and the cost of the hardware, I guess. Yeah. It's like a balancing act. Okay, so that one's finished. And we're just waiting for the 14 billion Q4 to finish. And I'll put it in the same spot. I can move them to if that's no good, I can move it, but let me just double check. If I go to the docs, and then they have a section on the model file right here. So build from a GGUF model. So from, it looks like they want me to put it in the same place as the model file. That's okay. Like that. Mirostat sampling, eh? Never heard of that. Repeat last n sets how far back for the model to look back to prevent repetition. That's the seed thing. See, I just learned I could do parameter seed the other night, so. NumPredict, maximum number of tokens to predict when generating text. That's actually a useful one because you can stop it from just like going completely insane. But the thing is, for DeepSeek, does that include the thinking section? Because you don't want to put a limit on it, have him just think about the answer and never provide you with a response. Messing around with the top K and the top P is something which I definitely want to do. Also, the template system. I started reading about this last night. This is something I tried to mess with. And I think this is actually going to be more important for the model file than a system prompt, you know, like what I'm doing here with system message. This sort of stuff I think is going to be more powerful for making different behaviors. And then also there's a way to load in LoRa's. So if you want to do fine tune and then train LoRa, you just have to put adapter and then path to the LoRa in the in here. So this is why we were having so much fun with you know what I mean, with this whole system before. And in fact I can just say, just say // because it will be in the same folder now. Might have my slashes the wrong way around. We'll find out. Okay, let's get that other model. Where is he? There he is. We can go ahead and do the first one now. So let's say bye-bye. And then I want to create from the model file. And then we've got to remember what it is. Let's see. R1 distill Quen 32BQ2. So I'm going to say 32BQ2 like that. Or even better, do it the other way. Yeah, that looks better. I think. Yeah. Oh crap, didn't work. Invalid model reference. Invalid. Get wrecked. Let's try that maybe. Oh, it's just a pathing issue. Yeah, still wrong. Is it just // maybe? No, wait a minute. Why am I doing that? It's just that. Because it's literally in the folder that I'm working in right now. That file doesn't exist. Confusion, panic, chaos. So let's see it. Here's the model file. Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong... I'm in the wrong file. I'm in the wrong file. I'm in the wrong path. I was in my tools test going, oh, this is strange, it's not working. Yeah, it's because I needed to be in Olama Gaguf. That helps. So yeah, create -f model model file space and then get the name of the thingy. Oh wait a minute, no, that's written already. It's just DeepSeek -R1 colon, and I think it was 32BQ2. I forgot to type Olama. I'm still screwing it up somehow. It's Olama create. Yes! I think we did it. Right, let's double check what people are saying. 70Q2, the Q1 is smaller. It's in users Olama. Ah, yeah, people helpfully telling me this. So, Full Dive Media, we are spoiled for LLMs. LOL. Throttle, mine are all cache blobs. Gizmo 64K says, speed is such an underrated variable. I prefer LTX simply because of the quick turnaround, more iterations in shorter amount of time. No, I agree. And that's one of the reasons why I like this new DeepSeek, because if you don't get greedy with the parameters and you accept the fact that this is the one I can run, and you give yourself a good amount of headroom, you don't try to use all the space up. You don't go, I've got a 4090 so I can have 20 gigabyte. No, you can't, because then you've only got 4 gigabytes to actually play with. So realistically, it's half, I would say a good rule of thumb, half of what your GPU has. So if you've got 8, you've only got 4, okay? And so looking at it from that point of view, where is the thing? Looking at the 14 billion with 4 gigabytes to play with, a lot of people are still stuck in the Q2s. But then again, we haven't thought about what happens with the 8 billion. Hang on a minute, because I've been using 8 billion and it's so fast. Because you can get more done. More is work. You know, quality, that's me doing the edit, in my opinion. You know, like me doing the edit. If I write a book, the edit is all me. Man, this guy's busy. You can't even find what he's recently done. 24... I thought I made a lot of models. What the hell, dude? 24,000 models? Jeez. I hope they don't take as long as they image models take to train. It's a fate worse than death. Come on, website. Oh, it's glitching out. It's glitching out. I don't know why. We've already finished downloading. It's glitching out because there's so many models on the page. I was like, show me 24,000 models, and Hugging Face crashed. Well, so much for Hugging Face, I guess. I don't know. I think, yeah, it's broken. Okay. Let's try and break it again. I'm feeling brave. No? Okay, it's dead. Alright, it's dead. Alright, alright. I accept defeat. You've also put up 32B Q3, 14 billion Q4, 14 billion. What's this one? Ooh, 1 million Q2. No, 14 billion. Okay, for a minute there I was like, what? Hang on a minute. It says 1M. What does it mean? What? 1M uncensored. What does that mean? Is that the name of the uncensored? The 1M is the roleplay app. So this is 14 billion Q2, which is 5.77 gigabytes. That's so crazy. Didn't I already download this, but with a slightly different name? 14Q4. Nah, this is 14Q2. Couldn't possibly be that you have 10 gigabytes of tabs open in Edge. Let's find out. Is my computer edging? Google Chrome has 11 gigabytes in it. Yeah, so you're probably about right. Yeah, you are. You were actually on the money, NC. I have 11.2. So yeah, you got it. I actually have a little bit more. It'll be fine. I have a system. If I don't have all my tabs open, things get a bit haywire. It's worse, trust me, it's worse when I don't have all the tabs. I need them. They make me remember things. Okay, so we've done it. We've created the first one. So next what I need is I need the file for the second one. So in case you missed that bit, it's possible that you missed a bit. That's how you make JUFs come into, yeah, that's how you do it. You just put the model file in the same directory as the model, and there it is. It's going to copy it somewhere though, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's maintaining its own at the location the guy said in the chat. It's probably got its own copies, but you know, like an import type shadow copy thing. Well, no, like a proper copy thing, not a shadow copy. But anyway, I've just changed it to do the 14 billion Q4. So these are the uncensored ones. Where's my terminal? Where's my terminal? Here it is. So we're going to do it again, but this time it's 14BQ4. File does not exist. Did I misspell something? What did I do? Could have sworn it's the same. Doesn't exist. That file doesn't exist, ladies and gents, I'm afraid. You're not allowed. Isn't that weird? Oh, hang on a minute. Is this actually the same? No, it's not. What did we even just do a minute ago? Okay. So I've discovered the problem. Okay, so at least the first one was correct. Okay, at least the first one was correct. Or was it? D, O, llama, good guff. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't type it like that, but it's probably why it didn't work. Alright, so remember we moved the model file. The file that we were looking at was a different model file. So there's so many little things you got to watch out for. Oh my god. Still doesn't exist. Am I still in the wrong freaking direction? Guess what? Remember how earlier I was in the wrong directory? Yeah, I did it again. Now it'll work. Right, 14 and Q4. Hey! I was just in the wrong path again. My fault. No big deal. Full Dive Media says I haven't used Q1.5 yet. NC17 says bang, because he guessed how many gigs I had loaded. Full Dive Media said that one's Quen 2.5. Ferdicar says tabs auto sleep on my Edge. Alternatively, I manually unload in Firefox. About unloads. Yeah, I used to use tab groups which would automatically go to sleep and all that stuff. And then there was like, I don't know what happened, like a power cut or something. Lost them all. And I only got the groups that I saved back and everything else is gone. And it's a bit like a nuke went off, to be honest, in the research. Suddenly I'm like, what the hell, what was I doing? So I have to actually write things down. Old school, but guess what? It doesn't need power to be alive, to be a thing, to exist. It doesn't need power to exist. Alright, so we should already... Do we not already have... Oh, there's loads of them. So that's not doing anything. Oh yeah, this is my XML parser. Yeah, I can get rid of that now. That's tested and passed. Okay, so now we can finally get back to where we were at, which was comfy. I'm going to give it a restart. Fernicar says the tab sessions add-on saved me so many times in both Edge and Firefox. Yeah, anything like that, tab management. The problem I've got is I'm running two browsers. No, I'm running three browsers there, one browser there. And I'm just going to say and more. At least I wasn't playing this. What? That's not what I was looking at. I was looking at this. Okay, so my plan is basically to do the same thing again, because it is giving a good comparison actually. It does seem like it is doing what it says on the tin, which is nice. So let's see. We've got some new models to check out. So let's just do a llama list. There we go. So we've got 14BQ4 and 32BQ2 to put into this lineup here. So I'm thinking put this one onto the 32 billion basic and then put this one onto the 32 billion Q2 so we can compare those next to each other. And then the other one is 14 and that's 14 Quen. So if I just make another one up top, so that's the 14 Quen. So then we'll go with this one, we'll go with the 14 Q4. Uncensored they are. So then it will be 8B. And then the new one, 1.5B, which is what it was. Alright, it's all on fixed seed. They all have the same system prompt. They all have the same prompt. It's about as fair as I can make it, you know what I mean? Everything's the same. And all I'm asking him is, generate video prompts for your favorite cat with a bunch of rules. It's like that thing, you know, you've got for every new regulation or browser tab, you got to delete 2 browser tabs and then it won't get out of control. I think we all play the game of tab proliferation, you know, where you're like, oh, I need that one open. Oh, I need to open another one. I'll close. As long as you just got to close some tabs. That's all it is. Just got to close some tabs. It used to be clean your room. Now it's close your tabs. Why have you got 5,000 tabs open? Oh, but I might need to go back to that page. Do you really though? Do you really though? Okay, how are we doing? We've gotten to there. Wow, wait, whoa. Okay, so this end is really fast. Wait, what? Don't tell me. No. It's doing it in a funny order because because I've added to it. Okay. So I'll just wait until I don't see it doing anything anymore. Got an idea. Might make it a bit easier to read. What's that? 32B. It's lagging. It's lagging hard. Whoop. Okay. Well, Q4. What's this one? This one is Q2 to Jeff. It's having a hard time loading that Jajaf, mate. It's taken forever. 14BQ4, this one is. Uh, 14BQ4. Oh yeah, I suppose. Uncensored. Someone needs to do Planet of the Apes. I think it's going to be good, Laura. I'm going to say uncensored. Take that to like 150. What's this one? 8 billion. Okay. My TV bloody turned itself off. Ugh. I think we're finished. Right then, let's check it out. Oh, hang on. What are you saying? What are you saying? NC17 says date stream folder bookmark. Apolloniart says drink beer, close tabs. NC17Z says make the text bigger, pushing those text vectors. It's being silly, of course. So right, so this is 32B Q4, and this is why I've made it so big, by the way. So you can actually have half a chance of reading the damn stuff. So this is what you get out of the Q4 32B. Okay. All right. I'll leave it on there for just a sec, because I know you need time to actually read the damn thing. But these are nice. These are nice. They're not bad. You know, cat video prompts. What are you going to do, right? And then over here, this is the uncensored Jajuff Q2. Okay. With a bit of a rough start. Okay, something didn't work with the think here. Something didn't work with the think. That's interesting. Yeah, there's nothing. So there was, okay, so what happened there was the think tag was missing. Can you do Q selected output node? Does that work? Someone told me it works. Maybe it's like Q selected output node. Oh, okay, so it did work, right? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so my first thing I'm noticing with is it doesn't know how to do this. You know, it screwed up the first. Basically, let's have a look. Yeah, look, the think tag is missing. So the Q2. I just want to know if this is going to be like is this going to be like a universal thing? I need to hook up seed controls to all of them now. Where the hell is it? There. Okay, so now we're going to go with Seed 100 and see what it does. Because that didn't work. I want to know if it's the Q2. It might be that it's so heavily quantized that it's starting to make syntax mistakes, which is understandable. I mean, I think this was originally like 800 gigabytes or something, so the fact we can get it down to 5 is just outrageous. Outrageous. Oh, he's Rocky. Alpha's Rocky. That's cool. I noticed there was an Alf 24/7 marathon running on YouTube at the moment. That came out of nowhere. Actually running, like, the official Alf channel was running 24/7 or 24-hour Alf streams. I was like, what? But yeah, the purpose of this is just to get a rough idea of the thresholds that we're dealing with, because obviously it's like, it's all well and good to go, oh yeah, isn't it? And it is good. This model is good. That's not really the question. The question is, what's the difference between the different versions, practically speaking? Because for some applications you can get away with the 1.5B, but it is making more mistakes than the 8B, which is still comparably fast, I would say, but this needs a little bit more to run. And to be honest, when we're looking at these new Jujuf models, I can't speak on speed because I only just literally run them a couple times now. You know what I mean? You've watched me download it, get it working and running it, but I haven't used it enough to know, oh, is the Jujuf quicker than the other one? I'm not really bothered about speed, because I know we can get speed if we want speed, and I know we can get accuracy if we want accuracy. Like, if I wanted accuracy, I'd probably just use API calls, because they're cheap. You could run to 70 billion for 69 cents for 1 million tokens on the output side. So, you know. And I was trying to trick him out. I was trying to trick him with I was trying to trick him with all these different questions. As a matter of fact, what's he even doing here? Oh, right, I see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is comfy. What's going on here? Yeah, this is the comfy log. It's just been taken over by cat prompts and weird math, something to do with infinity. I don't know. Is it doing it? It's hard to say. I should have given it something more obviously different. Basically what I want to know is, does a different seed give him his think tag back? Or is it that Q2 is so crushed that he starts to forget how to wrap his thoughts in the think tag? Oh yeah, true. I should probably stop the video, right? Get more its back. Get my its back. So... apparently you need a system prompt to give uncensored answers. I put the link in the Discord. NC17 said, could you copy all of the outputs and slam them into the DeepSeek R170 billion and have it give you a rating of some sort? Yeah, you could do that. Oh look, it's still screwed it up. Look at this. So Q2, this is something I've not seen. So Q2, 32 billion. It's not able to wrap its own thoughts properly, look. That's interesting. Did anybody else mess up their thinking tags? No, I don't think so. That's one thing which is like... Oh! This one did too. 14 billion Q2. There is no thinking tags. He just literally says, here's the thing, here's the thing. Like 1, 2. Look, look, look. The lists should be separated by new lines. No empty lines, single line. So he's overriding me in some cases, actually. That's 14 billion Q4. Interesting. Come back down to here. And this is 8 billion. This one was 14 Q4. Was that uncensored? Yeah, uncensored. The uncensored stuff seems to have done weird other stuff. Like he sort of loses the ability to do chain of thought, which is a bit drastic. So yeah, look, the rest of them are all bulletproof. And we're getting... But the thing is, this is the weird thing. This is the weird thing. The prompts we're getting out of 1.5 billion Q4 are actually pretty good. Look at this. Sun dips below the horizon, casting soft shadows on the horizon. I'll let him off for that. The sky is a deep blue with warm golden hues from morning rays grazing by. A single image of your favourite cat sitting on a park bench. Its tail, still spread out in a playful arc, slowly extends into a slightly wider stance as it reaches out and stretches towards the sun. I mean, for a 1.5B Q4, that's not bad. It's not making any weird syntax mistakes. Same with the 8B. And in fact, this one has actually listened to what I said, no ordered lists. It looks like, to be honest, 8B looks like the best one at the moment. The thing about the uncensored one is he screws up the think tags. I wonder if that's a feature of the uncensored. Probably is, isn't it? Maybe, I think maybe Q2 might be, I don't know. Look, let's just forget about the fact that it screwed up the syntax. So after the think tags, what is the answer? In a sunlit loft space, a curious tabby perches on an open book, pages filled with intricate illustrations of mythical creatures, while gently batting at a silken ribbon that trails along the edge of the tome. Do you know what? Do you see what I mean? That's not bad, though. See, when you actually get a result that you can use, that's not bad, though. And 32 billion Q2. Let's just check that, because it's 11.4 gigabytes. So it will run on a 12. It will run on a 16. But that is as small as you. I know there's a Q1, but... To be honest, wouldn't it be funny? Just screw it. Just do the Q1. Let's see if I can find this thing. You've got way more. Q4, Q3, IQ4XS. That was another one which I was thinking about. Let's keep going. DeepSeek, triangle. Oh, what's this? Man, there's almost too many of them. What? You've got to be joking, man. Less than a gigabyte. What? That's insane, dude. Wait, what? 16 BPW overkill. So there's an F16 version at 3.7. There's a Q8 version. Ooh, I like the idea of that. 2 gigabytes in Q8. This is just insane, okay? This is just insane. 2 gigabytes. It went from 20 to 2 in a couple of days. So 10 times smaller. It's just totally balmy. So yeah, Juff Q8, we're downloading it, we're going to build it, we're going to add it to the rack. This will be a 1.5 billion in Q8, so where's that on the chart? I don't even see it on the chart. It's not even on the chart. It's not even there. Nor is Q6K, nor is F16. Q4KM is down here. So fast recommended, but there's also fast best quality, and it's only the difference between 1.2 gigs and 2 gigs. So I'm willing to give that one a blast. See what we get from that. I'll just take this here, chuck it in with the rest of them. And it's so small, that's the thing. See, I don't care, like with these ones where they're like 10 gigabytes, 20 gigabytes a pop, it can get a little bit out of control. But when it's like 1 gigabyte, 1.7 gigabytes, that's a little bit more of a reasonable thing to talk about. Right, now, is this even the correct model file? There we go. Save that. And then we just need to build it again. And this time it's going to be, I'm just going to say 1B Q8. Even though I know it's 1.5, it's fine. I know what it means. If I put 15 there, that'd be confusing. Oh, null doesn't exist. Hang on. Looking at the wrong file, or I'm in the wrong folder? I bet I'm in the wrong folder, aren't I? Yeah, I'm in the wrong folder. Of course I am. Got to be in this one. What about Q3? So, Full Dive Media says, I think the uncensored, at least the ones created by Madamaker, need a system prompt. Right, so we've got to look into that. NC17, could you copy all of the outputs and slam them? We talked about that. Full Dive, what about Q3? What about Q3? To be honest, I don't think I've ever used a Q3. I've always used multiples of 2. Not for any reason, just because, you know, Q3s and Q5s aren't very common, I guess you could say. But I've never tried them. I mean, I've never tried them. Because it's almost like normally there's a reason why you're doing it. And the way I see it is it's like you can... say you have an 8 gigabyte card, right? Or a better example is you have a 12 gigabyte card, you know? But it applies to anyone, really. So, like, if you're able to run... a particular model, it's just I don't think that they're being fully upfront about the runtime requirements, because everyone seems to think, because I did it as well up until recently, I was like, oh, I've got 24 gigabyte GPU, I can handle a 20 gigabyte model, And often that's not really true, because the full stack is actually about 32 gigabytes, of which the model making up 20 of those is a component of the total load, because there's all kinds of other things that are being loaded into memory as well, like my 100 tabs in Chrome, you know? There is a 1.5 F32. Yeah, I wouldn't bother. Look, F30, the difference between F32 and F16 is negligible in terms of the output. You can't really tell the difference. I know that much. But the technology is getting better and better now. Right, okay. Whoa, look at the blistering speed. Okay, that looks like it would actually work. Unless there's something which I haven't spotted, it looks like it's good. I don't know what Flex 1 is, but maybe I'm just not up on the latest HTML, or sorry, CSS command. I don't know what Flex... I've never used Flex 1 personally, but... it looks good, though. For a 1.5 billion model that wrote at like 1 million miles per second. Okay, how about this? Okay, clear, right. Now I'm going to say, write me the life story of a ping pong ball from the first person perspective in no less than 1,000 words. Okay. $2,847 rookie numbers, he says. No less than 10,000 words. Expand this life story of ping pong ball from the first person perspective in no less than 10,000 words. It's not going to do it. What was it, waiting for me to do it? Uh-oh. It's not doing it. Maybe he's waiting for me to type a story, or I broke it. I don't know which. I'm not sure which it is. Let's get back to comfy anyway. Because we should now have another model. Olama list. And it's going to be the 1B Q8. Oh good, it's already hooked up. Right, so I just changed this one to... No. Crap. I gotta refresh it. There's always something. Yeah, I am interested in the FP16 though, Full Dive. It's just that I know, look, I've come to trust Q8. I've had such good experiences with Q8 over FP16 that I actually now generally want the Q8 version, not the FP16, because I feel like it's a waste of space on my disk. Even though I often go back to the FP16 to compare, just to confirm my bias, I guess. Pirate GFX Productions. LM Studio allows more model setting controls compared to Olama. Yeah, it's cool. Don't worry. Right, the next stage of this little meander we're taking through LLMs, because we've done a couple of days in a row. You know, we're doing a bit of a feature because this is what everybody has been asking me for. The next stage is we're heading into Open Web UI, which is basically the comfy UI of LLMs. as far as I can see. It's got an advanced web UI that looks a lot like Claude or ChatGPT or any of the rest of them. You know, it's got like artifacts and projects features. Okay, but if I'm being honest, I've been doing all of this stuff for months and months and months in Claude anyway. The real advancement isn't that, it's this. Okay, so just to sort of, in case you hadn't seen that because you're new to the stream tonight, what that means is you have either an API which is going to DeepSeek. As you can see, it's 69 cents per million tokens, but you can also just slam it into Ollama mode and look at all these models I can choose from. Okay, and like I said, this right here is VS Code. There are many of these extensions that are like code assistants, and what it is I can pick now any of these. So for example, if I pick that 1 billion Q8 that we just made, so I'll take that 1 billion Q8, right? And let's just close things. Maybe we'll make a new text file. And I'm going to say, oh, I should probably save the new text file. You know what I mean? Can we save the new text file? Save the new text file in DJZ nodes as test.txt, alright? It's fine. Okay. It says, I am editing test.txt. Okay. Please design a, hang on. Please plan and write my my Fortune 500 startup business plan pitch. What's that even mean? Okay. And off we go. It's business speak. What's this? He can't read type. Oh, he's having a bit of a problem. He's having a bit of a boo-boo. But yeah, normally what would happen is he would actually just write inside this file. I don't know why he's doing that. Is it because I had to click in the file? No. How strange. That's the first time I've seen him have that problem. It's probably my fault somehow, to be fair. Oh yeah, and that brings me to another point. Like I said, I'm currently using Align, which is a fork of Klein, Kodi, which is a little bit different from Klein, and I want to try something else out because I want to do I wanted to do this today. So Rue Code. No, Rue Code. What? So I had to put a space in it, basically. It used to be called Rue Klein. And there's a lot of people using this. So alright, so I got to put my code in there. Hold up. Where's my keys, mates? Copy it. Edit it. What? Leave blank for unlimited. That doesn't help. How do I guess I'll just make a new one. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. We're in. But the irony is I don't even want to do that. I just want to do Ollama with my cool 1BQ8 thing. Alright. Let's see if this guy can do the prompt the other guy couldn't do, yeah? Wait. Oh! Oh, no wonder it got stuck. It had custom instructions referring to files that aren't there. See, I told you it was my fault. It was just a quick case of finding out why. Alright, so here we go. If I say auto approve, look at all this. This is what I'm talking about with these read files, edit files, execute commands, use the browser, MCP servers. Okay, so like, you know, retrieving data from websites. Switch between modes, because there are different modes. That's the thing about Rue code, is it's got more than just planning and act. It can add more modes. And then retry. Okay, so I'm just going to activate all this. I'm brave. You know, what's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, so let's get the prompt from the last agent. Like this. And bring it in here. Ho ho. Now let's see you do your errors. Oh. Oh, now it will. Oh, no. Different errors. See, remember, it's all super new. But look at where we were going with it, though. How to use test.txt. What are the components of test.txt? Is an essential document that serves as the foundation for all of our work. So I wonder why he can't write. I'm going to say proceed. Is it just going to error more? Error, error. You did not use a tool. Please retry with a tool. So this has got problems too. See, I'm at the moment I'm at a point where I'm trying to find the best editor. Yeah. So look, if I go to Kodi now and I post the same thing, and I'll say I want to use my 1D Q8 again, right? So we're basically giving each one of these code assistants the same task. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. So, alright, so Cody's got limits and he ran out. What the heck are you talking about, Willis? This guy's going off on one about math. Look at him go. He's just going round in circles, mate. Uh-oh. He was just going round in circles. What about a line? How is a line doing? Nothing? Oh shit, I started loading a really expensive, not an expensive, but I started loading a smart model, not the 1 billion, but that's okay. Let's see if you can figure it out. So this is original. We also have a chat mode. This is what I'm saying, like each one of these agents, they all have their own sort of different features, different things that they can do. This one's done it right though. And remember, I gave it nothing. You know, it should be like saying, what business? So there it is. It didn't edit the thing though. It didn't edit the actual... So let me show you what I mean by that. So let's just copy this again. Close that down. Now if I just get away from DeepSeek for a minute, go back to open a router, and instead of, well in fact let's do the 70 billion first, so we've got like a progression. That makes sense. So let's do the planning with the 70 billion. Fortune 500 startup business plan. Love it. Fernica. So NC17 says Drift. I myself could not get Ollama DeepSeek models to work locally in OpenRouter. However, I'm told that the extension Continue works well. Okay, that's another one to add to the list. Continue. Continue. VS Code. Yeah, because this one doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? Is it just me, or is I think maybe the API is getting hammered so hard? Doesn't look like it's going to work. It's blasted. Blasted! Alright, well, in that case, I'll switch over to Claude, which is where I was going to go with it next anyway. Cloud. Cloud Sonnet Beta 3.5 Sonnet Beta, that's the one. With images, computer use and prompt caching, that's what we want. Could just put it in act mode. If it doesn't let me through, there's something going on with the API and I don't know. Oh no, there we go, look. So Klein's reading the file. See, you have the difference. See, Claude is much more advanced for all of the features of actually writing. You see what I mean? Like, it's actually going to write the thing. Okay? It's going to actually do the work. Which is like the big deal. Do you know what I mean? The big difference that everyone's sort of figured out is that you don't have to pay for everything. Yeah? With one guy. You can split it. So, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, hopefully. It depends if it lets me do it or not. Because it was being a bit of a dick just now. Okay, so let's just say, right, I switch over to Olama now. And I reckon the 8B... 1B, 14B, Q4, 32. Let's try this one, the 14Q4, right? And I'm going to put it in plan mode and say, please look at the test.txt document and consider possible areas for improvement and expansion. Go. Yeah, it's not limited to Claude. I think it's because the way that they do tool use, the way that it's done, isn't like programming. Oh, hello. Do I have to make a new... Cannot read properties of undefined. He doesn't like that, does he? Yeah, let's make a new text. Let's make a new task. Is it because I'm... Wait. Test.txt. I really don't think it's the way I'm wording it. I think maybe it just doesn't know what to do. Ah, finally. What? That's not correct. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, crap. This isn't working. Bottom line, it's not working. I think he's... Look, see this? He can see all the files in my project. So I think what I'll do is exit this area so that I'm not like confusing him. I'm just going to say new text file like that. There. We've just got one file open right now, mate. It's not even saved. Should probably save it. Save it as test D. Okay. Back to Klein. So yeah, like I was trying to say before, it keeps on doing silly things. Consider test D. I'm just going to be real short with him now. Consider test D for expansion and what you call it, extension. No workspace detected. God damn it. I guess I have to put it into a folder, do I? It's annoying. I've got a bunch of those already. Because the trouble is, when you're testing, you make a bunch of files and it's like, oh, I can see all these other files. He starts to go a bit crazy. There. You happy now, Klein? He's like, no. No, I'm not very happy at all, he says. Go in there. Do I want to? No. I've already got a new one. Yep. Right, we're back. So, please expand the text in. See, I'm running out of like test.text. I should have said, how can we improve? See, I'm still, do you know what? It doesn't even matter if it doesn't even listen to me. It doesn't even matter. If I just say act, will it just do it? Is it the problem with plan? What's the problem here? Oh, okay, so it just didn't like plan for some reason. I don't know why, but it just didn't like it. Now, what did it actually do? Wait, what? What's he doing? He went a bit mad there, look. Are you even looking at the file, matey boy? Sometimes I wonder if he's actually looking at the file. Let's try it again. Didn't even spell it right. Ah, it's working now. I think he just wanted me to sort of strictly select that file for consideration and then carry on, rather than just let him look at everything wide view. Look at it go. It's just going on about cryptography and hardware. Oh, Sarah Chen is the CEO apparently. I'd be very dubious. Did it actually write the file though? I don't think it did though. So that's using DeepSeek R114BQ4. Okay. So now the plan is you switch. So we just got a whole bunch of stuff in our output, right? And then we're going to switch back over for the next step. So you see all this stuff here. This will all be available to cloud. So I'll say, you know, using the plans in this conversation, please update my main document. I don't know. And then there. When I say update, I'll say rewrite. Go. And hopefully we don't get an error. Ah, then here we go. Now we got it. Whoa. Yep, it's working. Off it goes. Look at that. Now, I appreciate you can't see all the text, so. I love how you give it more space. And it splits into this weird view here. There. I just wanted you to be able to see more of the lines. IPO target within 4 to 5 years. That's my exit strategy. Exit strategy, Cayman Islands. What? Okay, so right, what are we looking at now? 6,000 characters. Okay, that's cool and all, but it doesn't stop there. So we're going to go back into Olama mode, right, with the 14BQ4. Or even with the, wait, don't I have an 8 billion Q8? Do I not have a, oh, I've got a 1 billion Q8. I'm looking around, I got a 14 billion Q8 here. To be honest, I like this one. I think this has got a nice speed to it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on this one. I'm going to leave it on this one. It did okay, right? So yeah, what I'm thinking is, now we've done this, we put it back in planning mode, we've got it back in DeepSeek local mode, and now I'm going to say, be a critic, reconsider my plans and proposal outlined in the file, and then I'll just attach it. It looks like that's a better way. I never had to do this before. So I'm guessing that this is more important now. In the past, it was just able to see things from seeing them, but I guess if you have the tab open, you can just do @ and just select the tab. So you can tell what I'm going to do. Obviously, what I'm doing is a feedback loop with 2 stages. One of them is DeepSeek doing all of the planning with its chain of thought reasoning, and then when you switch it back to act, to get Claude to do the actual implementation, whatever that might be. It's getting a little bit sketchy here, though. I'm not used to it, you know. Look at this, what the heck? In this mode, you should focus on information gathering, asking questions, architecting a solution. If you have a plan, engage with the conversation. Do not use plan until you've gathered all the information you need with read, file, or follow-up. So yeah, just think about what you're doing. You know, it's a 2-stage process: planning, and then eventually acting. And when we act with the. See, look at it. It seems to be going around in circles at the moment. Actually, yeah. Wait a minute. He's going round in circles. So maybe I need to get a slightly larger DeepSeek. It did okay at first, and then it started going nuts. See this? And so we haven't done anything yet, though, see? So it didn't matter, right? So let's just kill the task for a second. I want to see if I can get the... where's it called? I want to see if I can get the DeepSeek R1 distill. I want to see if I can get that to run, because it's slow. And but the trouble is, sometimes the features don't work. That's the trouble. So can it even do it? Like step 1, can it even do it? Step 2, did it even read it? Step 3, there is no step 3. You just switch to Claude and get it to do it, get it to finish off the job. This looks like it's working properly now. So I found that 70 billion was kind of like, that's the one that you want to use out of the distilled, but it's just slightly too big. It was just slightly too big to run on a 4090, which is a real shame. I reckon if it was half the size, it would be okay though. But then, you know, that's a big ask. Alright, so now we've gotten to that point. We've got the plan done. So now, switch it back over to the old Claude. Okay, back over to Claude. And I'm not using a system prompt at all. Put it in act mode. And there we have it loaded at the bottom. And there we go. Now it's going to actually do everything that... So everything that DeepSeek came up with is now going to get used as a Claude prompt to update the document. And you can keep going like this. Okay, you can just keep going like this. And of course, if you were doing this with Python, you can automate that loop. So you don't have to make it like what we're doing, where we're having to go, oh, this way, that way, constantly, right? So, what did I miss? Okay, back to what NC17 said. So the open router is an API key. So if you want to use the local, you want to use the Olama thing at the bottom of the page, and you just need to make sure that Olama is actually running. So what I do to test that is I just do the run Olama. Where is it? I just do Olama run one of the models I have, and then it works. But like I said, there's like many different ways of loading these LLMs, and so I'm not a fanboy. I don't care how you hold your screwdriver. Are you happy with your screwdriver? Does it turn when you want to make screws go into things? That's all that matters. You know what I mean? If you use this one or that one, I hope it gets the job done. I'm not like, oh no, I'm opinionated about which type of screwdriver. It doesn't matter to me. It's just another screwdriver, right? There's going to be many new reinventions of the wheel over the next couple of years where, everything that we knew about X is going to get turned on its head because we're still early. And I think that's probably the most important takeaway from the stream. We're still early. The baby's half born. There's no standards, So whenever you do find like good ways of doing things, we need to support them. So Tom Hinneman is here. Redial TV, just stopping by to hit the upvote and say hi. Hunyuan 3D is insane. We'll have to mess with it sometime. Yes, indeed. Well, guess what? Tomorrow is Thursday, so let's just give you the rundown on Thursday. So, oh, and by the way, in case you were following along on this one, we've now got 8,000 characters. So it's beefing out our brief without us doing anything, which is this is the base goal, okay? This is all made up stuff, obviously, but that's But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, tomorrow we'll be doing a community event in our Discord. If you meet me inside my art hole, you will see that you can come up and talk to us about stuff. Hopefully I'll have a guest up there with me, and what I'll probably be doing is messing around with exactly what you just pointed out, Redial TV, 3D in Comfy. And the way I'm doing it is with a dedicated 3D Comfy installation. So if I want to do 3D, I use a special Comfy for that. That's the setup I'm going to use, and I'm going to be doing that sort of on stream, but inside my art hole. So if you want to come and check that out, maybe have a chat with some of the people in the community, you're welcome. It'll be starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT, and it'll probably go on for a couple of hours. I might start it at 7. See, I usually start at 6, but I've been starting at 7 lately for 2 reasons. I usually go on until 10, right? So it's a good 3 hours every day. But also, if I start at 6, that's 4 hours. And sometimes I might go home. You know what I mean? It's like this. We're slowly settling into a time slot here with like a realistic length. You know what I mean? Because before, what I was doing was I was having a bit of a live stream extravaganza, But I want it to be sustainable. So I don't want to go too far with it. And like I said, the main channel content, it has been lacking this year. So February is going to mark a big push back towards more regular content on the main channel, but I'm not gonna stop streaming. Okay. I do take a break on Thursday, but that's because we do a Discord live show. You know what I mean? So we all come. It's like this, but it's in Discord, and sometimes people can come up and have a little chat. So I look forward to seeing you there. And I think that's everything I got to say. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to get yourself a copy of DeepSeek and get using it in Olama. Until tomorrow, I'll see you next time.